Hey guys, RC here. Welcome back. We are recording our next Let's Play for WMMA4. Let me quickly make sure the recording has started because a moment ago it had not started. So we are recording. We are playing WMMA4, our alternate reality, where we've simmed ahead for 13 years. I wanted to get an influx of regens in here and not have the just usual hodgepodge of the fighters that everybody knows, so it makes it a little more interesting to watch without knowing exactly what you're dealing with. Now, we do have a lot of the younger guys that are still in their prime, heading up the world rankings. We have taken over Tiger Fight Group, a very small group that has just started this year, and we are coming up to the last quarter of our first year. We're not doing badly. We just added, before I started recording, I've added our annual, our WrestleMania, if you want. We're going to call it Mayhem. So TFG Mayhem 2013. It will be an annual event. It will be our last event of the year. And you'll also notice I did not schedule a Battlerama for December. We will actually work to have everybody available outside of the possibly October, November fighters for that card. I think maybe going forward we want to ensure we have a title fight on that card, possibly 2 or 3, but right now we don't have any. I wanted to bring you up to speed on a little bit of news. Kuman Kawachi signed with Alpha One, so he has left us, or he will be leaving us. Currently, he is fighting at Mayhem. I had just put him on the card, so yeah, you got to fight one more time with the little guys before you jump off to Alpha, so you can kiss away any big paycheck there for at least half a year, and maybe you get hurt and can't fight for 2 years. I don't know. Isa Hosakaya, she got hurt, a major arm injury. She is on the shelf for 1 year, so it was a pretty bad injury. Melissa Goodlooks, that's a great name, with no face. I don't know why some of the faces are there and some are not, but anyway, Melissa Goodlooks, we had to cancel that fight. But what we did is we actually went in to and found her a matchup with Rikako Kawayama. And if we look at that fight, Kawayama is our number 4 bantamweight. She's undefeated. She has not had a TFG fight yet. And Goodlooks is also unranked and making her debut. But this ended up being a high-level regional. I don't know if that's because of Kawayama's reputation, but we have made that our main event at TFG 6, so we've rebranded the show. One reason I don't put names in the card, at least I'm not in this particular Let's Play. So we have our cards through the end of the year, and tonight we are going to be at Battlerama 3, so that's what we're doing here in this card. So let's go ahead and get into it. Maybe at some point. There we go. Alright, so Battlerama 3, no pre-show analysis. Alright, so we have 4 preliminary fights. We have 6 main card fights, including 2 title fights. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the show. Alright, first preliminary fight, we've got Jay Carville from Adelaide, Australia. First fight ever against Iron Jaw Perry Dale, his first fight ever. Remember, our goal here at the end of the year for, since about April or May was to get everybody fighting so we can get them into the rankings to where next year we can have legitimate rankings and start really seeing, how we want to play out and, where the titles are going to go, things of that nature. Looks like Carville's a pretty heavy favorite. All right, there's your judges and your ringside guys, and Carville defeats him with an arm triangle submission in round 1. So Carville gets the win. A good fight. We move on. Calvin Nevada, the Ring King, fighting out of Perth. His debut against Matt Cavanaugh out of Sydney. His debut. He is a huge, huge favorite. Minus 1040. Wow. And Cavanaugh, rear naked choke. It went to round 2. The fight was rated as great, but Cavanaugh, as expected, gets the victory. All right, third fight of the prelims. Valkyrie Eileen Florian, her debut, taking on Marilyn Shearer in her debut. Sydney versus Brisbane. I don't know, I mean, I know Australia, and man, Australian accents are like to die for. They're the greatest. In fact, I have my Siri on my iPhone. Australian. Just saying, very good. But anyway, I don't know if there's like any city rivalries. Like here in Houston, it's Houston versus Dallas. Now the big thing is, Houston is a transient community, so a lot of people here move in and out and have moved from somewhere else. And I'm like a huge Dallas fan, Dallas Cowboys. So I get a lot of looks here and people talking shit to me. Whatever. So debuts, and looks like Shearer is the favorite here, and Shearer does get the win via Kimura in round 1. A good fight. Final prelim is Wonder Woman Bertha Bradburn. She's undefeated. Her first pro fight. So, yeah, duh, I guess she is undefeated. She's fighting out of Sydney. Dora Bisbing. I wonder if that is the daughter of Michael Bisbing. She is out of Melbourne, and her pro debut, she is favored. And Bisbing defeats Wonder Woman Bradburn by neck crank. Ow, that just sounds painful. I've seen the Kimura's, a neck crank. That just sounds like it hurts. Way to go, Bisbing. Neck crank. Got a nickname for that, Dora Neck Crank Bisbing. If she wins another one, we may have to do that. Decent match, only decent, so that's not very good. All right, moving on. We start off our main show with a title fight. This is for the welterweight title. Some of these fights were not going to be the best fighters. Like I said, we just wanted to get the titles assigned, start building a history. And so by the time I realized that I didn't have a belt, a lot of the top fighters in the tier had already fought. So again, that's another goal come next year, is we will be looking to pass off these titles, hopefully, to some of the more top people. Who knows? We might find out that Laurent Mana might win this thing in his first fight ever, and he may be our champ for the next 10 years or 15 years. You never know. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what happens. And Mana does win by submission armbar in round 2. It was a good match, and in his professional debut, he straps on the gold. Way to go, Laurent Mana. Very good. All right, King Kong Oda Terumi, 0-1. Here's one of the guys. Has a loss, but has not fought for TFG. Mr. Tap Out, Ricky Bennett, his pro debut. Heavy favorite there. I'm guessing he might finish with a submission if he wins. And he does. Technical submission. 41 seconds of round 1. Woo! He put it there. All right, we have Andrew Tufnell, Ben Lane, pro debuts. Andrew, rumor has it, he is the nephew or great-nephew of the great Nigel Tufnell. Hopefully you all know who he is. Turn it up to 11 if you do. Ben Lane, however, huge favorite for Mr. Tufnell. That would be a very big mountain to climb here. And yes, an Americana submission round 1. It was a good match, but dial it back down to 0 and hit the reset button. All right, the middleweight championship is on the line. Wayne Huerta, his pro debut. John Ward, his pro debut. Ward is the favorite. Again, we've got a lot of young fighters, so Eventually this belt thing will sort itself out. Huerta gets the win, a slight upset, a knockout via kick in round 1, and it was a great fight. Very good. So we have a new champion there. Don Big. Insert your pun here. Pro debut. Louis Randleman, his pro debut. And this is the co-main event. Randleman defeats Don Big. Unanimous decision. He played with Mr. Big the whole fight as it went the distance. All right, here is the main event. Baiko Doi, 7-1 for his career. First fight with TFG against Norihiko Yonai. Boy, the Japanese names just are not easy to roll off of my American tongue, and I apologize for that. I will struggle. I will struggle and do my best. Now, he is a aging veteran, 38-0, 1 no contest, undefeated, heavy favorite. Baiko Doi, 7-1, young up-and-comer. I'm really hoping, he may have a year or two left, but I'm hoping this may be Baiko's coming out party, so to speak, and he can, maybe step up and be the face of that division possibly, and this would set him up for a title match, or, hey, Yonai might get the title match next year. All right, let's see what happens. And Yonai, it goes the distance, unanimous decision, decent fight. All right, so it was not a good, exciting fight. That's how it rolls sometimes. We had 768 people in the audience. We made $33,000. We had a critical rating of 68%, which put us in the high area, and a commercial rating of 62, which put us into the mid-level national. So we actually had a very good card here. Pretty happy with that. There's our increases across the board. Japan and Australia increased significantly. We're still steady increasing across the board. Huerta with that knockout with a kick, fight of the night and knockout of the night. Laurent Mana with the submission of the night there. They'll bring home an extra $250. And we made $4,300. Yay! We were profitable. All right, so Wayne Huerta brings home a check for $4,532 tonight. Calvin Nevada picked up a $100 bill. We didn't even waste a check on him. Close that. Processing a lot of characters. Langley Roy. Oh, got to check the time. 2:05. For those of you that may watch this from outside of the states, today is Labor Day weekend. Labor Day falls on Monday, and the college football season starts this weekend. Well, it actually started Thursday, but the big games are all today. So Michigan plays at 2:30. Alabama and Florida State play at 8, and LSU plays at 8:30. So I'm from Louisiana, so I do follow LSU very closely. Alabama, Florida State, just because it's such a big matchup. And my favorite team is Michigan. So they all play today. So I will be getting off shortly, and I will be parked on my butt from 2:30 until about 11 or 11:30 tonight, except to go to the, go take care of personal business and get some food and drink. But anyway, let's check our mail. All right. All right, so we had already seen these. Those were already done. All right, so Oda Terumi hurt his leg while fighting. All right, that's at TFG 6. All right, so Shinsu Sakata, a pec injury. All right, and his opponent is Taraku Ogi. All right, so let's close this. That's at TFG 6. All right, let's see if we can find Ogi here. All right, there's Ogi. Who can give him a fight? Now, he's number 4. Number 9? Maybe. Number 4. Quick camp. All right, he has time for a full camp. He's coming off a loss, so it would serve him right to have to fight again. Mid-level regional, so yeah, we'll go ahead and add that fight. All right, mid-level regional, so let me see. High-level regional. Low-level national. Wow. I'm going to move that up to the main event. Mid-level regional. High-level regional. All right, let's move that one up too. Yeah, so okay, so that's on the card. Good. So we have salvaged that fight. All right, so okay. Ogi got a new fight after Sakata's injury. All right, Terumi. All right, let's see. King Kong, 2 losses, under contract. He's lost 2 in a row. You know, I'm going to let him go. Employment. No. All right, select all, delete them all. No, I don't want to resign. No. Auto renewals. Turn that off. Yeah, off. Thank you. Save. Auto renewals is the game will try to re-sign your guys for you automatically. No. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that is our card. I am thinking if we go one more day, we might get some updated rankings. And then we have another week, and we'll have our next TFG card. We'll have TFG 5. That'll be our next video. Rankings have been updated. All right, so let's take a quick look there. So Wayne Huerta is now our champ. Yeah, there's the strap. He's the middleweight champion. So thinking Stevenson might be due a shot against him. Or maybe we actually let Huerta get a, maybe an easier defense, and we have these, the guys in the top 10 kind of sorted out in the octagon. I don't know. It's kind of hard with everybody being new, and I mean these guys that are 9-5, 7-5. I don't feel obligated to give them anything. All right, Laurent Mana. All right, he got the win. Ben Lane's up there. Mana is now our welterweight champion. Lane got a win and pushed everybody down. So yeah, so there's, we're only 15 guys here. Our next couple of cards should fill out these 2 divisions. Ricky Bennett jumps up to number 6. Rocky, no, he is not our champ. I think this is the other division we're waiting on a fight. Must be... Yeah, there we go. So they're fighting at Battlerama 4 in November. Rocky's going to fight Price for the lightweight title. So there's a Rocky, Price, anywhere, Price. All right, well, Price must really suck, so we hope Rocky wins that. All right, Yonai moves up with his win, so he's still undefeated. Taki is 36, and then Diaz is 26. Now, who was it Carville? No. Who did 39 and 0? He just fought. That wasn't him? Was not him. There was another guy with a whole bunch of fights. Alright, well, we'll keep looking. Alright, Matt Cavanaugh jumps up to number 3. Agnes Hawkins moves up 1. Marilyn Shearer debuts. Dora Bisbing debuts. Alright, so we're still working that out. If we take a look at our classes, so our middleweight has 20 fighters. Welterweight has 36, 33 in the lightweight, 32 in the featherweight, 22 in the bantamweight, women's bantamweight with 23, and the women's flyweight 13. So I think we're going to need to go in here and maybe add some fighters. I'd like to have at least a full 25 in each division. But I kind of need to watch the money too, because even though we're making profit every show, we are in the hole, and a lot of that has to do with our let's see, what we're paying out our fighters. So we're not just paying our fighters, that fight. We've also got all the contracts. So yeah, you do have to kind of watch that. We could go in the hole some. I don't know how much, so I may have botched this save. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a cut in right there. We'll come back in 2 weeks for Battlerama 5. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.